One of the most popular holiday light displays in the world is back for its 29th season. Award-winning Nights of Lights draws visitors from all over the globe who descend on the nation's oldest city during a more than 2-month period. This season's display here in St. Augustine runs November the 19th through January 31st. More than ample time for you to make arrangements to see it for yourself in person. Businesses and entire neighborhoods go all out decorating for this special time of year. It's estimated well over 3 million lights adorn the city. Origins of the holiday event can be traced back to a tradition started by the Spanish. Centuries ago, a white candle would be displayed in the window during the holidays. Mary and Joseph couldn't find a place for shelter. When the Spanish light a candle and display it in the window, they are symbolically making a spot in their homes and hearts for Jesus. The same welcoming spirit is reflected in the annual Nights of Lights celebration. St. Augustine has been called one of the best places in the world to see holiday lights. It's the busiest time of the year for the ancient city, and I want to help you navigate this unique holiday season experience. Whether a tradition for you and your family or a first visit, I want to give you 12 tips for getting the most out of St. Augustine Nights of Lights. Everything from the best places to view the lights to special events you'll want to add to your calendar, along with parking and other essentials. All of that and so much more coming up next from the First Coast. Light Up Night happens on November the 19th, one of the most heavily attended nights of the festival. A dance team made up of local children and young adults take the stage in front of City Hall on King Street at 4 p.m. Then the action moves to the gazebo in the city's main plaza at 5:30. An orchestra plays big band holiday numbers leading up to the lighting ceremony at 6:30 when the switch is flipped to illuminate the city. The concert in the plaza continues until 7:30. Do you miss anything by not being here for Light Up Night? Probably not, but it is fun to experience at least once. Nights of Lights is a free event and draws huge crowds almost every night. So pack your patience if you're driving into the city. Most of the streets in Old Town are narrow and not built for heavy traffic. The closer you arrive to sundown, the more likely you are to find yourself in gridlock. My advice, arrive early in the day, find a legal parking space, and plan for your vehicle to stay put until you're ready to leave after seeing the beautiful lights. It goes without saying, a festival like this one draws the most people on weekends. If you can, try to go during the week. It will still be crowded, but nothing like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Keep in mind this season, the major holidays fall on the weekend. Unless you live here or have accommodations somewhere in the city, parking can be difficult to find during Nights of Lights. You can save yourself the hassle and grab a space at the city-owned parking garage adjacent to the Visitor Information Center. This 1,200-car facility charges $15 per vehicle per entry. If you want to avoid the stress of driving into the old city and struggling to find a parking space entirely, turn to the free holiday shuttle service, only offered on peak dates of the event. We'll have the location of those lots and the peak dates listed on my official website, ChadGallivanter.com. A direct link can be found in the description. Consider making a reservation at your favorite St. Augustine restaurant in advance. During Nights of Lights, wait times to be seated at the most popular dining establishments can be an hour or more, especially for larger parties. So book your table ahead of time and schedule your sightseeing activities around the reservation. On foot is the best way to experience Nights of Lights. Taking your time on a leisurely stroll around Old Town will allow you to see light displays down narrow streets and other places a vehicle just can't go. If you prefer to stay off your feet, there are plenty of options when it comes to guided tours. By far, what you'll encounter most are the trolley and train tours. These popular services offered by large companies cover nearly 20 blocks of the old city. Tours are recommended to be booked in advance, especially for families and groups. A number of horse-drawn carriage rides around town, while many prefer seeing the lights by boat on the Matanzas River. More adventurous types can book a helicopter ride, one of the more expensive options. Golf cart tour is a good option if you don't want to be part of a large crowd and want to see the displays on narrow, less traveled streets. For me, this event has always been about enjoying the holidays in the one American city that truly makes it seem like you're in Europe. While I will stick to experiencing Nights of Lights on foot, if you choose to pay for a guided tour, be sure to do your research online before you book so you know exactly what to expect. Buildings and trees throughout the historic district are draped in millions of twinkling lights this time of year. When it comes to the best photo ops, here are the locations I recommend. I'm right now walking down Cedar Street near the Lightner Museum and City Hall. On this one block is a series of Victorian-era houses that now operate as B&Bs. Owners love to decorate for the holidays, and during Nights of Lights, they go all out. This street is one that you don't want to miss on your Nights of Lights tour. "21 uniquely decorated trees will be on display during lighthouse illuminations between November 23rd and January 14th. This after-hours event at the St. Augustine Lighthouse requires a special ticket. Prices are on your screen. From November the 18th through the end of January, craft beer lovers can celebrate the season with Nights of Pints. With the purchase of an official event t-shirt, participants will receive one free seasonal pint from each of these 4 local brew pubs. A local nonprofit benefits from the proceeds. The 300-seat red and white Big Top goes up again this year at the St. Augustine Amphitheater, where the Venardo Circus will perform 30 shows during a 3-week span. This show, which does not have performing animals, is a nod to the traditional circus experience, while at the same time mixing things up for a whole new generation. We highly recommend this one. During the holiday season, one of the city's most unique mansions here on King Street has a large Christmas tree in the Grand Court and more than 100 candles throughout the museum. On select weekends, candlelight tours are offered. We have a link to the museum's website on ChadGallivanter.com. Definitely a must-see when you're in town. That's it, 12 tips for visiting St. Augustine during the holidays for Nights of Lights. If you found the recommendations helpful, be sure to leave a comment and let us know. We always love hearing from you. For more tips and information, be sure to visit our website, ChadGallivanter.com, where you can also sign up for our free newsletter, Gallivanter 75. As always, thank you so much for watching, and happy holidays. From the First Coast, see you next time.